Feeling down? Give Stoicism a try. Only for the cost of $9.99 will we mail you the classical works of all the great Greek thinkers. Buy a philosophy today, because by God, we are a publishing company that somehow has the copyright to a 2,000-year-old book.
Yeah, I've been reading up on Epictetus. Just feels really therapeutic, you know? It's a hard read for sure, but I really feel like it's helping.
That's really smart of you. I know I could never tackle such a book.
Don't beat people up. Yeah, that seems pretty obvious. How is this supposed to help me? Hey, Lefty.
What?
Lefty.
What?
What's the whole point of this?
What is?
I don't know, like Epictetus and stuff. Stoicism and all that. Like, what's the whole point about reading all this philosophy stuff? I mean, none of it is really teaching me how to feel better about myself.
I don't know, just Google it.
What?
Google it.
Okay. Brown University. That's a scholarly source, right?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, so goal of philosophy, critical thinking, analyzing, logic. Wait, this is literally just critical thinking skills.
Yeah.
So, what's the point?
What's the point of what?
I thought philosophy was supposed to, like, help us achieve some sort of truth, like, about existence and all that. You know, provide me some answers.
Philosophy is in science. The goal of philosophy isn't to achieve some sort of objective answer about everything. Even Einstein said that scientists made for poor philosophers. Scientists view life through a realist lens. In other words, they tie cause and effect together without question. They don't ask if their results have any metaphysical ramifications, because philosophy is a way of taking a step back and questioning the larger world around us. It can prompt us to question existence, but most importantly, it encourages us to think critically.
What's so great about that? Science is science. Its results are real. It provides me with technology and inventions that I use on a daily basis. What the fuck is the point of questioning all that?
If you have someone like Einstein questioning the lack of philosophy in science, wouldn't that bring up some concern?
I guess so, but still, what's the fucking point? It's not like I'm going to be inventing the next big equation or anything. I mean, I can see why it's important for scientists to make sure they think through their stuff, but I'm just a dude.
I could say the same thing with all those self-help videos you keep watching. You can have pure conviction towards whatever lessons those videos provide you, but those lessons could very well be biased or wrong. The internet is an echo chamber after all, full of the stuff only you want to hear. I mean, we literally have algorithms that just show you what you want to see. Einstein's concern was the prejudice he saw within his fellow scientists, and your concern should be the same. Who knows? Maybe you're just living in a reality constructed by marketers and self-help gurus. Maybe you're not living as you ought to. Have you even taken the time to question for yourself whether or not this is the right path?
So, am I on the right path?
Right path of what?
Like, in terms of all my self-help?
I don't know. That's something you have to decide for yourself, but certainly wouldn't help if you made the best educated decision.
It just feels strange, though.
What does?
Whether or not my decisions towards improving myself have been correct. It's only such a small part of philosophy, just one question of many.
Well, it's important to think through all facets of life.
But that just sounds obsessive.
I said it's important. I didn't say it's necessary. You can't do everything at once.
So then, what's the importance behind it all? why should I even bother with philosophy if my only concern is my own well-being? Like, what would be the point in learning all this additional stuff about nature and logic and all that?
Why not use a calculator?
What?
In school, you were never allowed to use a calculator on tests.
Yeah,
Why not?
because the teachers needed to grade on a curve, and it's easier to do that if you deduct points over stupid stuff like not showing your work.
Okay, then why did your English teacher always ask about the meaning behind a certain sentence or paragraph?
Because that's just literature, I guess. It's all subjective, and you can derive meaning out of anything.
Yeah, okay, but would you say that these exercises help develop your ability to think?
Maybe?
Okay, well, not having a calculator made you more efficient at calculating numbers.
Sure.
And having to find subjective meaning where it's not there forces you to think abstractly.
Yeah, okay.
So you developed your ability to think efficiently and abstractly. There's probably a dozen other examples of exercises you did in class that helped develop other aspects of your brain.
Huh.
Knowing what you know now, would you say that you're glad to have gone through all that, even if it resulted in a slightly lower grade or time-consuming tests?
Yeah, I guess so, but couldn't have helped that much.
But you can agree that did help, even if it's marginal.
Yeah, sure.
So, for the sake of argument, let's put a number on that. Let's say it made you 5% better at thinking. Does that 5% seem worth it to you?
Yeah, actually.
So let's take that 5% and apply towards something else, like philosophy. Would you say that it's worth learning philosophy then?
Wait. So the whole point of philosophy is just to think better? That's the main benefit?
Pretty much. The whole goal is critical thinking.
So what's the benefit of all that? Critical thinking, I mean.
Critical thinking is applicable to anything, and the best exercise is philosophy. You don't have to develop this muscle if you don't want to. Not everyone has the time to achieve everything.
So I don't have to learn philosophy for self-help purposes.
No, but it certainly wouldn't hurt, especially if you have the curiosity for it. Like I said, critical thinking is applicable to just about anything, but be sure to keep in mind that philosophy isn't self-help, it's just a brain exercise.
All this time I thought philosophy was supposed to be self-help, since so many self-help gurus quote stoicism and all that. But what do I do now? Like, what do I research for self-help?
Psychiatry. I have to warn you though, it seems like the majority of the literature is just focused on diagnosis rather than treatment. Or at least, from a classical standpoint, it seems that way. Might be best to just seek a therapist instead.
But is that really the right move?
I don't know. That does sound like a more philosophical question though. Maybe you should learn philosophy first.
Well, that was stupid, I think.
Feeling down? Buy the DSM-5 today. Feel better for only the price of $599.99.99.
Huh. Shit. Maybe they're onto something.